Hello everyone, we're heading into Dark Visions for the final fight. So this is against the Dark Dullahan, Reaper type, Ice Lightning Dark, and notes about it doing a lot of dark damage. So this is going to be the first run through. We're still learning the fight, but this should give an okay score overall. Probably not going to be my best, but we're doing an ice-based team. We have Charlotte up first. So her base is LB focused. 300 Reaper and limit damage there. Her shift, and she's starting in shift, is our provoker. So the hat for draw attacks, Reflect Ring, 100 plus Dark Resist in her starter form. Titus's Garb for the LB buff. I gave a Mog Search just so that we can scan it. And she does have Pause for Break Resist. Next up is Lilith. So she's going to tank and deal damage for us. She's also a source of Dark buff. So she has 100 plus Dark Resist, bunch of defense, Typhus' Spirit, Killers, and we get the Chain Cap from the card here. 300 Reaper, 300 limit damage there. 2B in the base is just LB focus. .300 Reaper, 300 limit damage. And in the shift, and she's starting in shift, we have 100 plus Dark Resist. And that's about it. And then we have Ayaka. So Ayaka has 100 plus Dark Resist and just Magic and Killers. .300 Reaper. Next up is Fravia. We're using her base as our damage. So Magic and Killers, and we have Ayaka's card to chain with. So 300 Reaper Killer for her there. And in the shift, and she's starting in the shift, 100 plus Dark Resist. Beginning of the end, just make things easier on me for dispelling the Imperil that we get hit with. And then we have Yuna. So in the base, I gave her Jade Pendant just to get disease immunity on the team. And she has Dark Resist, so 100 plus Dark Resist in the base. And then in the shift, Magic and Killers with Ayaka's card. So she's going to card chain with Fravia. So we get 300 Reaper Killer for her there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, so boss hits us with a preemptive, thanks to the 200 dark buff from Lilith as a preemptive, and 100 plus in starting forms, we're fine. But we're going to get rid of that. So Fravia is going to beginning of the end, and that's just going to dispel everything. So with everything dispelled, Lilith is going to cover. We're going to do dark buff. And then let's see, we'll get a better killer. So we'll use this for the mitigation, I guess, on her. Now we did reflect the mitigations to the boss. That's fine. We'll deal with that later. Alright, Charlotte. We're going to scan it and just get it added. Let's see, 2B. We can do Avoid just for some Mirage stacks, because just in case. Ayaka is going to limit to get her regular modifier added in. And then for Songtress Yuna, we're actually going to do her base limit. Now, this is going to water and imbue us, but we'll be fine. That'll give us 350 stat buffs and our 250 limit damage. And Reflect Ring, we just reflected the magic attack. Alright, so For turn 2, we're going to have 2B do shifted limit for her limit modifiers. Let's see, Fravia can wait just a second. Yuna, we're going to do Exercise Jade for our disease immunity. Charlotte, we can do Courageous Raw for break resist. Let's see, Lilith. We can do cover again, it's fine. We'll do Mason Peril. And it doesn't really matter. We can give some mana back. With the mitigation up, it doesn't matter about damage just at the moment. Alright, so now Fravia in the shift. We're going to do On Guard for a modifier boost. We're going to do her Magnus for the good breaks. Also going to dispel those mitigations that reflected, and Flick for a Sword in Peril. And then for Ayaka, I think the only thing we got to do is our Ice Imbue, because we have a better magic buff already from Yuna. So we will do our Ice Imbue Magnus, which will also dispel the Water Imbue that we got before. Alright, 2B can go to the base, so we're going to get a slightly better buff from her. So we're going to just R40, because she has triple cast. We're going to use her Magnus just to fill her limit fully, and we'll pod charge for a 400 attack buff. See, Lilith can Tyvus' Spirit. See, Charlotte, we're going to boost her limit with her cooldown. Also give her a better Reaper buff. See, Ayaka is going to do her super. See, Fravia, let's go to the base. So we're going to do our Aura. We'll just double cast that so we're not doing any damage. And then end with the Magnus so she has a good store. And then for Yuna, we're going to do Disenchant, and that'll get us 160 Reaper Killer on everybody. Alright, turn 4. We're going to go for a kill on this turn and see where the damage lies. So Charlotte's going to go to the base for her limit. See, Ayaka is going to do her Ice Magnus. Fravia in the base is going to do the card move. Yuna is going to shift and do the card move. Lilith gets to super, and 2B does a base limit. So we're going to hit the back 3 and then Charlotte, wait for the animation, and then Lilith and 2B. And see what kind of damage we get. Alright, let's check it out. And 7.3, so yeah, probably can do a lot better. I'm guessing Charlotte was a little low, but they put her in the ticket pool, and I like her, so figured for the first run we'll see how she does. Alright, let's see who did what. Yeah, Charlotte didn't even break 1 there. We got 2.1 out of 2B, almost 2 out of Ayaka, that's not bad. 1.1 out of Lilith. Charlotte, obviously low, so she'll probably get replaced for better damage. And Yuna didn't get any focus in, that's why she's lower than Fravia, even though they were both using the card. But for a first run, first look, not bad. Decent starting point. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.